we are.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
All right. Well, everybody hopefully survived St. Patrick's Day. I think
Yep.
little Brittany was in Ireland, and she's actually on a plane heading home. So safe travels for that pilot. It's Friday. What is it? March the 18th, 1
Yeah.
p.m. give or take. I'm your
Yeah.
host, Paul Reed, with my Ed McMahon, Jason Crawford.
Jason Crawford. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just shout out to Michelle Day, who usually sits right next door, but she's homesick.
Yeah.
You read office policy. If you're sick, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Home. No, I was just, I was actually reading the paper, computer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the computer, right?
Last week was sad in that four teenagers steal a car. And they were heading up MLK, turned on Turkey Creek, and then ended up rear-ending another car and killing the 44-year-old woman inside. The teens were like, one was 15, 14, couple of 14-year-olds and a 12-year-old.
Turkey Creek, that's like right up the road.
Yeah, right around not far.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
of course, there's no evidence that the car was stolen, but, I have no way of knowing whether the keys were in the car at the time.
Okay.
But I'm doing a little research over the last, couple of days. It's like over 90% of all car thefts, the keys are either in the ignition or available, in the car.
What?
Oh yeah, over 90%.
Over 90%?
And here's another way that these kids, and most of them are kids, because I think I was reading another article, one kid had like 126 arrests for car thefts and this, that, and the other. People leave their car running when they go into the store. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. It used to be more done more often, back in the day, but I've still seen cars left running when people just going to run into the store. And
if my wife was in the other seat, yeah, I might run in real quick and grab some.
Yeah, no, but I've seen them where the car just left running.
No way.
That's actually a.
You're begging for it to be stolen.
Well, it's a non-moving violation. You can get a ticket for that.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it should be.
Here's something that's interesting, which I actually, of course, as a personal injury lawyer, in favor of. A wife and mother basically sued the owner of a car that was involved in a theft/crash that killed her husband. And the theory was basically that because they left their keys in the car, they made it accessible to the thief, which then led to the chase, which then led to the crash, which led to his death.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm okay with that because I believe probably over 90% of car thefts, it would not happen if the keys were not left in the car or the car was not left running.
Wow.
If you're a sophisticated car thief, there is equipment that you can purchase, online or otherwise, that's relatively expensive, where you can use to steal a car, right? But they're not stealing your $20,000-$30,000 Honda. They're stealing your $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 cars with this equipment.
Right.
The great majority of the cars stolen in Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, are done because the keys are left in the car, and so. I actually, yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, I sent an email to my local state representative telling him that they should make that a crime.
Okay.
And that if your car is stolen and it's involved in a crash, that you should be held responsible criminally.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, here's the kicker.
Interesting.
Which is also crap. As the owner of a vehicle in Florida, under the dangerous instrumentality doctrine, you're responsible for any property damage or personal injury that's caused by your car, whether you're driving it or not. So Jason drives my car. I'm on the hook for lending Jason my car,
Right.
allowing him to drive it, and him crashing and causing injuries. An
Yeah,
exception to that is if your car's stolen, then the owner is not responsible. Well, that's crap. If your car's stolen, in my opinion, and it's stolen because A, you left it running, or B, people
Yeah, if it's stolen,
People go in, think about this.
Due to your negligence.
They'll be in their driveway and start the car, and then run back in the house or otherwise. That's an example of a car left running. Or you leave your keys in it. To me, you should not be able to escape liability in those instances. Now, there is some case law out there, I got to be honest, that says that if the keys are in fact in the car, then the owner may not be able to escape liability in the state of Florida because you've basically made your car available to be stolen, so to speak.
So I wonder what kind of liability some of the manufacturers might find themselves under, because the key fobs, I know that when I had my Hyundai, if my key fob was in the car would automatically unlock, and I couldn't lock my keys in the car.
Right.
That was like a little safeguard to be able to keep you from accidentally locking your keys in the car. If you left your fob in there and locked the car door, it would unlock.
Right.
So I wonder if that opens them up. If that were the case, if that would open them up to any kind of liability, or if something would have to change with the tech there. I don't know. I don't know what kind of
honestly that's
impact
not
that would
the problem.
have.
The problem is leaving your keys in the car, whether it be
I'm not saying that's the problem. I was just curious what kind of impact that might have on that.
Yeah, good luck. Suing Honda or Ford or Nissan or otherwise because someone left their key in the car and it was stolen. I don't see that happening ever.
Yeah.
But
jeez.
The moral of that story is,
that's sad.
All you have to do is not leave your keys in the car.
So these 14-year-olds, little 14-year-old,
2 14s and a 12.
A 12-year-old. Yeah. Were they injured too?
Who knows? The story didn't get into much detail. It certainly didn't indicate that they were injured.
Yeah.
And jeez. So, but I don't. They may or may not have.
But the 40-year-old woman they crashed into was killed.
She's dead. Yeah, no, jeez. The 44-year-old woman's dead, and it's sad because, of course, it did not have to happen. Again, I don't know if the keys were left in the car. They may not have been.
Right. Yeah, not sure.
I'm certainly not calling out anybody, the car owner. But if they were left in the car, then that's a sad situation because any time keys are left in a car and that car's stolen and someone dies, well, in my opinion, that some of that onus goes to the owner of the car who left the keys in it.
Yeah, they definitely should be held responsible, at least in some way, some form, for negligence.
So, it's just sad because, what do they say? There's like a car stolen in America every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
20 seconds,
something like
30
that.
seconds. And, everyone wants to blame all kinds of things on the rising cost of insurance. I got news for you. Don't think car theft is not a factor in how much we as Floridians pay for insurance.
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
we were talking last week about the I can't remember what you called it, but like when there's a construction site and they leave and like an unseemly large pile of dirt or something, and the kids get on it and they play and they get hurt.
Yeah, attractive nuisance.
Yeah. So our HOA they're digging up stuff in our neighborhood and doing pipes and stuff, and they ground up sidewalk and left debris and like boards, like plywood that's covering it, and immediately my son goes and tries to skateboard over the wooden planks that they left up, and I was like, oh man, there's no warning signs or anything, there's no like little caution tape or stay off or flags or anything, and I'm just like, dude, what are you thinking? And then I remembered what you said, like how the little kids like that are just attracted to those things.
Yeah,
like magnets, man.
Kids in the candy store. Oh, look at this. There's a piece of wood over a big hole.
A pile of dirt.
And that's it's amazing when you're driving around and walking around, if you just look to see how many things, could cause injury to kids or otherwise. Like I said back in the day, and I just
Yeah,
saw
it's swamp.
this snaking out of my, uh, I don't live in an apartment complex, of my neighborhood. I just saw someone had put up big rocks lining the road, and
Oh,
you could tell they did it because when the elementary school is in session, I know it's spring break, but the way that it works, people, you either have to just basically park on the road, and there's a long line of traffic where if you're not going to school, you're not waiting, you're pretty much screwed.
you're stuck.
You can't get in or out, or you got to go into the oncoming lane and hope no one turns. And so what happens is a lot of
You're
these
going in the
people
grass.
will park on your grass,
Eh,
but 5 days a week, how many times a week you can see
Right.
that they're killing the grass.
Yeah.
So this person basically put some big boulders, on there.
Oh no.
Here's your problem. Somebody,
Somebody
is
ran
on
into
a
one.
cell phone or otherwise just slides off the road and hits your boulder. You're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, you're liable. Oh
All
man.
right. Well, let's make
Jeez.
this one short and sweet. It's Friday, day after
Happy St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's
Post
Day.
St. Patrick's.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
everybody did not imbibe too much last night and feeling
Have a
okay.
green weekend.
Yeah. Other than that, here to read. Across the street, we had, I guess, either a tornado that a few days ago, or certainly a very, very windy evening, because 2 fences down there were torn down and a huge oak tree was blown over.
Good grief.
So I hope no one else sustains significant damage out there from that storm 2 or 3 days ago. Going to be a beautiful weekend, it looks like, upper 80s and sunny. So here comes the summer.
Here comes the sun. Time to take the
Here
sweatshirts
comes
back
the
off.
sun.
Yeah.
But all right, well, with that, Jason, I'm going to bid a farewell adieu
All right.
to all. God willing, we'll be here next Friday.
Yeah.
You got anything last words?
No, man. Oh wait, yeah, I do. A young person phrase that you might not know. I don't know if we covered this one, but do you know what cap? Did we talk about what cap is?
Cap?
Cap, yeah.
No idea.
Something is cap, it's BS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, no, I wouldn't know that.
Somebody says that's cap, right? So if you're talking and you're like, that's cap, like
I don't know what you're talking about.
they're blowing smoke up your skirt.
Yeah, I got
That's
it.
cap, right? Anyway.
All right, well, we're gonna
that's
cap
enough.
our thing out of here.
All right, out.
All right, see you.
Give me a sec.